Hey everyone, welcome to Coach Speak by R, co-powered by UseRide. Today we welcome Priya Sharma, a certified integrated health and wellness coach. Priya simplifies well-being with that aspect in this chaotic life that we have. So from nature walks to gratitude, she possesses a huge plethora of knowledge for you to lead a happier and a healthier life. So join us as we discover ways to elevate our well being under Priya's guidance. Welcome, Priya. Welcome to our show.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Alvina. That
So,
is really sweet of you.
thank
So,
you. So, speaking about health and wellness and gratitude, of course, we will speak about that in depth. But before I begin, so you share an experience as Mrs. India Graceful 2017. So, what influenced you to compete for the pageant? And at the same time, what were your key takeaways and your experience over there?
yes, Alvina. I won this title in 2017. So that time I was married. I was having one child. She was 5 years old. And, it was a major turning point in my life because it was a field where I always wanted to, um, I always wanted to experience that that glamour, glitter part. So, and I learned many things. Like I always carry some learning attitude or positive attitude wherever I go. So, and that was also a very amazing experience for me. I have learned many things, and the biggest takeaway was that you are never too old for anything
Absolutely.
because next to me the lady she was 60 plus, and it inspired me like anything. My God, if people can do such things at their age, we are also never too old for do anything. So that
Absolutely.
was really inspiring.
Couldn't agree more. So, after the pageant, of course, family life is there, but what influenced you to take the approach towards health and wellness coaching? Can you share your journey with
Mhm.
us?
Yeah, absolutely. So, till that pageant, health and wellness was just a weighing scale or just an inch tape or, the basic measurement or the physical health was the definition for health and wellness for me as well as many people. So, sorry, I inherited this beautiful awareness from my parents. My parents taught me this awareness that you always need to careful, you always need to mindful what you are eating, or yeah, like you should treat your body as temple. So they always taught me the health is wealth, kind of. But till that pageant or COVID times, I used to think, okay, physical health is the definition of health and wellness. So when the COVID time hits, the entire world has changed. Entire world has faced many challenges, like and entire world was going up and down with many health concerns as well.
Yeah.
So at that time, it gave me a thought that, okay, this is the major problem. Many people are facing mental health issues, emotional health issues. So it gave me a deep thought that what is health and wellness? Is it just a physical one, or what are the other areas? Like if like I used to think that, okay, it's a puzzle. Now I have to find all the pieces. Like, what is wellness? I have to find all the pieces. Like that, then the real quest has started when I saw the word is changing drastically. So that was
Right.
the inspiration.
Okay. So, health and wellness is a very broad term. So, what is it that you specialize in where health and wellness coaching
Mhm.
is concerned?
Mhm. So, Elvina, I basically work with people who are really not able to make any changes, or some stagnant, they are facing some stagnant phase. So basically, I work with habits, like how I can make the work simplest.
Right.
Like because change is always hard, and if you want to achieve any goal of yours, or if you want to achieve any health or wellness related goals, you have to bring change in your life. But it's not easy, because
Yeah.
even the tiniest change will be very difficult for you. So I work with um, uh, basically as a habit coach, or as a positivity coach, so that we can start with the tiniest changes in a very simplest manner, and they should be very sustainable, so that you are able to sustain them
Yeah.
for longer period of time, and you can learn the art of um making this as a habit, and your
Amazing.
habit makes your personality, and
Yeah.
personality is you.
Yeah,
So
absolutely, absolutely. So, when we speak of health and wellness, now emotional intelligence is also one aspect of it. So, what is your personal approach to what is emotional intelligence, and why is it important for personal success?
Yes, Elvina, like we can see, like in our day-to-day lives, or in our daily lives, we can see there are many events, or there are many incidents which where we can feel our emotional intelligence.
Yeah,
Like for particular, like if you have shouted, or if someone has, reacted in some particular way in that situation, but after some time the person is thinking, why I have reacted in that way.
yeah,
I need to calm down, or I may have taken better decision, or things like that. So we really need to have emotional mastery, to work in harmony, to be in to so that we can have our peace of mind, so that we can uh, go smoothly in our lives.
so, what are your top tips for people like me and a lot of people in the corporates who are so stressed to get that emotional intelligence mastery?
You are doing great, Elvina. First of all the compliments to
Thank
you.
you.
And yes, so as I can say that you should, like you are doing so great. So always you should acknowledge your whatever you are doing. You should never criticize yourself, no matter what. Like the self-love,
Yeah.
it is the first basic thing where, from where we can start. So start with self-love, and then there are uh, many mindfulness techniques, many relaxation techniques. So, like what happens, we eat every day, we take a bath every day, we exercise every day. So, in the same way, we have to take care of our mental health, emotional health. So, so that in a long run, we are not stressed, we are not uh, burned out anymore. So, if in your daily life you will like every day you will clean your mind with your new positive thoughts, it will help you. If you will feed your mind with gratitude, positivity, your productivity will improve, you are going to have better work life balance. And like we exercise our mind, in the same way we need to exercise our brains through, like we have to give some stimulus exercises, like whatever is your in to-do list, just do it right now. Just start with anything you enjoy, and give some time to meditation, or any kind of positive talk.
Right. When you spoke about self love, which I completely agree, I resonate, and even I tell a lot of my trainees about self love and self care. So, why do you think, on a personal note, that self care, self love, and empathy, these are factors which are important? So, what is your take on it?
Yes, Elmina. So what happens, in our daily lives, we play many roles. Okay, you are like mother, you are as a you are working professional, you are a teacher, you are a mother, you are a sister, daughter, many roles. But what happens when it comes to us? We become so harsh on us. Like, um, just imagine just one small child which is sitting inside you. So treat yourself as a that small child also needs your love and your attention. So for that you need to give the attention like you give to your kids. So self-love is the basic of all the things. I mean, just appreciate yourself, whatever you are doing. Just appreciate the efforts which you are putting in all your areas, and you will bloom in every area of your life. And yes, self-care when we with self-love, we can really enhance our self-love, and that me time. Mostly we do not get that me time. So self-care is something which can boost your productivity, which can boost your power to 10x. So
Right.
self-care activity is something pampering
So, speaking about
yourself.
self care, how do you find time for self care?
Oh, yes. So self-care is for me if I can get time for exercise, if I can get time to play with my kids, or if I can read a good book in a day. So that's a self-care activity for me. And of course, it's different for everyone.
Yes, yes, I'm sure. So, of course, you come across a lot of clients and a lot of people who come to you for help. So, what is the common challenge that you feel they come with, and how do you address that common challenge?
Hmm. So, Elgina, this is a very, this is a very major issue, but the awareness is not much. Like, if some person is coming to me for weight loss, so they will work on their diet, they will work on their exercise routine, they will work on everything, but they do not work on their mindset. See, if so it's like you are going 4 step backward and taking 2 step uh, forward. So it's the same. So if you want to have great results, you have to consider yourself as, you are an amalgamation of body, mind, and soul. So you have to consider yourself as mix of mind, body, soul, and you have to work accordingly. You cannot achieve anything, without considering them like I'm just a body. I cannot achieve. Or if even if I will achieve, I'm not able to see that much result, or I'm not able to reach the goal fast.
Right,
So
right.
many clients have this, that I need to teach them about mindset and how we can train our minds for the
Okay.
particular goals.
Right. So, of course, state of mind plays a very important role. Now, speaking about weight loss, since you spoke about weight loss, so what are your common tips that you suggest? Of course, the state of mind is important, but since you deal in the field, how can people help themselves lose weight?
Okay, so like what I do, I generally start with basic approach. Like
Right.
I said, I always work with um, adopting tiniest changes so that you can make it sustainable. It's not like I cannot promise like you will lose 10 kgs in a month or
Yeah.
so,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
so the majorly for if you are coming for a weight loss, or if you want to start a journey towards weight loss, work on your basic things, like work on your lifestyle, work on your sleep, work on your food habits. Like these tiny areas play major role. Like if you're what happens, you are exercising, you are giving your body a good nutrition, movement is there, but if your sleep is not proper, you are not going
Yeah.
to get results,
Yeah.
because you are losing or you are burning the calories during the sleep. So I teach the basic areas which are majorly important, and then we make changes according to them.
Great. So, what is the key principle or your key mantra that you prioritize in your coaching sessions?
So, basic mantra for me is that do not consider yourself as a body. You are a mix of mind, body, and soul, and work in that manner. You need to change your mindset also, like we change our dietary habits, we change our movement, we change our exercise. So, whatever is your goal, you just make changes according to them. And if you need to change your mindset, please do it because it's playing the major role. It's like you want to run a computer without a software. So how it
Yeah,
can be possible?
yeah. Amazing. So that's like great. So can you share a success story of any of your client and the positive change that they have experienced after your coaching sessions?
Mhm. So, I'll take it in different areas. Like for weight loss, one client has lost around 20 kgs with a very basic routine. Yeah, without changing diet, we just focused on his major concern was he was having hyperacidity and he was having some cholesterol issues. So first we have worked on that, and weight loss was the other part. I mean, it was like a side effect. It
Yeah,
happened naturally.
yeah.
So, and like earlier, he used to take so much of pills of everything for acidity, for cholesterol, for,
Yeah.
but now he's healthy, happy, and medicine free. So that makes me happy if, health is everywhere. And,
Absolutely.
mm,
So any
and
other success story apart from weight loss?
yes. So, like, I'm working to majorly towards mental health. So many ladies I have worked with now they are in their best phase of their lives because they have gained emotional mastery, they have gained their mental strength. Like many of them came with the like one particular thing that this thing is troubling me, but with the coaching, with the um, small changes in their mindsets, they have gained emotional mastery. Now they are like happy in every situation. So it feels great if you listen these kind of reviews.
Great. So I'm sure sometimes even you feel low. We all are human.
Yes,
So even though
yes.
you are a coach, or even though I am a life coach as well, so there are days when we feel low as well. So what is it that you think to pull you out of that situation?
Yes, absolutely, Alvina. I'm so glad that you asked this question and particularly mentioned because no one is in this world is perfect.
Yeah.
In the same way, even I also have the lows and ups. So what I do, because see, life is not like this. Life is always about we are going to have ups and downs. So in that phase, if we are practicing mindfulness every day, if we are practicing wellness, like if we have adopted these changes. So what they do, they make our mind very strong. They give us that mental strength. So, okay, it doesn't matter if you are in your low phase or if you are going down, but you will quickly get up and you will move on
Okay.
because we don't know like what kind of situation we are going to face tomorrow,
Yeah.
but they give you strength.
Right.
So,
Couldn't agree more. Absolutely. So, what is that final piece of advice that you would like to give our audience, a key takeaway, as well as where can they get in touch with you?
yes. So, for all the viewers, I would like to say that please consider your health is as priority because health is just like wealth. And health is wellness is not important for, just for your physical appearance. It is as important as like many aspects of your life. Like, for example, if we are taking anything, what we check its brand, like it should be branded, or it should come from a good quality. So in the same way, we need to really conscious about the quality of our lives. So if you can see that your relationships are blooming, if you're personally and professionally doing great, it means your quality of life is really good. So always work in that way. And if you are getting any difficulty, I'm there, she's there, and you can join us on our Instagram, that is Priya Sharma the coach. You can always connect me there.
All right. Thank you so much, Priya. It was a pleasure having you on the show. And for the people out there, your key takeaways is state of mind is very important, of course. Change is inevitable and is necessary at some point in time. Yes, it is a little difficult, but it happens. Keep thinking positive, have that good mindset, self care, self love, empathy, emotional intelligence. These are the components that form you as a whole. Like Priya rightly mentioned, your mind, body, and soul is of utmost importance. Nurture it, treasure it, and watch yourself bloom and grow into beautifully unique individuals. Thank you so much for being with us. Thank you.
Thank you.